Jonathan Shapiro has been a political satirical cartoonist for more than 2 decades. Chronicling the demise of apartheid, the birth of a new democracy, and the ascent of Nelson Mandela as president of a free South Africa.
This was 27th of April 1994, and I just had this image of him as the sunrise of the new South Africa, drawing his face and that smile, and that, as I say, you see there the eyes are quite closed, but you still get the expression from him, the new flag. And so it's light and dark, and there's the kind of garbage bin of the old South Africa.
Zapiro has produced hundreds of cartoons featuring Madiba, cataloguing them in several books. And sooner or later, the South African icon became quite easy to draw.
The most important things are the cheekbones, the cheek structure, and then that characteristic line that he has around the sides of his mouth, and the way his head is shaped. He gets tremendous expression without actually opening his eyes very wide. So in the cartoons, you can't even see the pupil. You get the expression from other parts of his face.
Zapiro remembers Madiba's humor, a quality he says put him heads and shoulders above other politicians.
In 1998, when Madiba was about to step down as president, we started the idea of doing a satirical puppet show. And of course, the first puppet we made was Madiba. I did get permission to meet him. He wasn't aware of this puppet, and he didn't see it coming or anything, and suddenly he saw it, and it was right in front of him, and I put the puppet's hand out, and he said, "Oh, I believe I have met this gentleman before."
Zapiro has also recorded what he says has been the loss of the soul of the ANC and the devastating leadership battles which followed Mandela stepping down as president.
Thabo Mbeki made that strange joke that people have referred to many times about having people saying that he needed to fill Madiba's shoes, and Madiba wore ugly shoes. There was an element of kind of paranoia with Thabo Mbeki coming in to try and fill these giant shoes. By 2004, he's kind of diminished somewhat even then in those shoes, and by 2009, all that's left is this legacy of Madiba, and Jacob Zuma has won the fight, and he's kind of just pounding Mbeki with Nelson Mandela's shoe.
But Zapiro remains optimistic for a South Africa without Madiba. He says it's a reality all South Africans have had to come to terms with for a while now.
This one was one of the saddest cartoons that I've done, which includes Nelson Mandela, but also one which was a lot about respect that I have for him and other people have for him. And it's when Walter Sisulu died. I thought of Tambo, Sisulu and Mandela as the architects of democracy. So I worked with that idea of architectural desks and the drawing machines and things. And you see Oliver Tambo's desk is long cleared. And there, as Walter Sisulu died, there's the sign that's obviously from Madiba. It says, "Go well, old friend." So Sisulu being a real mentor to Madiba as well. And then there he is, and I was incredibly saddened drawing him in that way. It was emotional for me. And then I actually had friends who told me that they cried when they saw this drawing, because I think the implication of it is that I was accepting and his mortality as we all have to do, and that making it at night, and that it just, one had the sense that that's obviously an inevitability that we have to just deal with.
But while the third seat in this cartoon is now empty, Zapiro remains inspired by the South African legend.